Hey, what's up? How you doing? This is Carvel Bailey, and I want to welcome you again to checking out Basketball by Bailey. Let's just call it that, Basketball by Bailey. Um, today I want to talk about what I was telling a couple athletes the other day. I was talking to a couple athletes the other day, and I had asked them one simple question. I said, "Are you right now, midway through the season?" Are you where you would like to have been when the season first started? So all athletes and parents, this is something that you can ask your athlete as well. Are they at this point of the season, based on their last game, are they at the point in which they wanted to be when the season first started? If the answer is no, and most individuals, the answer is no. Most individuals, the answer is no. There are some individuals I know that have been moved up, and so like some of their expectations have been exceeded. But for the majority of athletes, especially the under-recruited as well as the unrecruited athletes, there's a reason for that. So are you where you would like to have been at this point of the season when the season first started? Now, after they answer the question, again, 94% of the time is going to be no. My next question was, okay, so which one of these are hindering you? Which one of these are getting in the way? Do you believe that it's your technique, or do you believe it's your attitude? Like, do you believe that you're not where you want to be because you're not scoring enough points because your shot is off? If you could just do something and fix that shot, if you could just fix the technique of it, right? Are your turnovers higher than what you would like them to have been because, your dribbling technique, you just can't get used to the ball, or when you pick the ball up and you pass it, your passing technique is not just what it should be. So, like, is it your technique? Is it your shot technique? Is it your passing technique, your dribbling technique? And for goodness sakes, right? Is it your defensive techniques? Like, is it if you learn how to slide better, if you knew how to move your feet better, if you had better coordination or could do some things with more coordination, or even, if you don't understand how to launch to cut the defender off. So is it that you need more education, or is it that your athlete needs more education to enhance their and not even mentally, but to enhance their technique of their skills? So is it a technique issue with their skills, the reason why they're not where they're supposed to be at this point of the season, per them, right? Not per me, not per the coach, not per the parent, per the athlete. Are they not where they want to be, based on what they thought? So is it the technique, or is it your attitude? And see, here's what I explained, because most of the individuals I was speaking to, they were saying, okay, well, it's the technique. And here's what I explained to them. If you fix the attitude, because it may be the technique, but you may not be where you're supposed to be. It could be maybe you're not playing as much. Maybe you're not productive on offense. Maybe you're not productive on defense. Maybe you just aren't understanding, right? The coach is tripping, whatever the issue is. But if you can control your attitude, and if you can get your attitude to where you understand that, you will make it out, you will be successful, like you will do the things that you have to do, even if they aren't the things that you like to do. But you're going to do the things that you need to do to be able to help your technique. Does that make sense? So, like, what are you doing attitude-wise, right? Do you have a good attitude when the coach is telling you to come in early? Do you have a good attitude when practice runs over late, when practice gets into the 2.5 hours or 3 hour practice? How's your attitude? Are you still like locked in? Are you still zoned in? So we have to understand, and athletes have to understand, and parents and coaches, here's where you can help them. If they get their attitude in order and get their attitude in check, the technique will be easy to fix. But if your attitude is bad and no one can tell you anything, or you're not coachable, the technique will never get fixed because you won't adjust. You'll never adjust. right? If you need to get grades, if you need to stop hanging out so much, you need to start hanging with a different crowd, you need to get some extra academic support, right? Are you willing to do those things to get where you need to be? Most athletes, it's shaky. That's why most athletes aren't where they would like to be at this point of the season. So this is why I asked young athlete parents, please ask your athlete that one question. When the season first started, based on your last game, are you where you would like to have been when the season first started? They say no, and then ask them, is it your technique or do you think it's your attitude? Right? We can fix techniques, but no technique can be corrected with a poor attitude. All right. So again, I hope this helped you. If you have an under-recruited or under-recruited or unrecruited student athlete, junior, senior, even sophomore, an under-recruited or unrecruited student athlete that is currently playing basketball. Let me add that. Some parents think, hey, my kid is not being recruited, but your kid really doesn't even play basketball. So if you have an under-recruited or unrecruited student athlete, and you would like more training like this on how to be able to help you save money on college by helping your athlete be able to get that college scholarship and that college scholarship that's the right fit for them, then go check out my case study at b2bsdhoopsmastery.com, b2bsdhoopsmastery.com. So if you are willing to invest a little bit of time and a little bit of your hard-earned money so that you can win on the front end, then go check out that case study video. Even without the hard-earned money, your hard-earned time, invest 25 minutes into your child and go check out this case study video. And then if you would like my help with these things afterwards, then reach out to me and we can get going from there. All right. Talk to you guys later. Is it the technique or the attitude? Most times it's the attitude. Athletes and parents sometimes think it's the technique. All right. Talk to you later. Peace.